Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate Space. It's been a bit of a while. It's just good to be making a video and chatting to you all again. So thanks so much if you have joined me. I hope you are all really well, and you know, I've had a big clean up in my studio and I think that was kind of therapeutic, and now I just am sort of just sitting at my desk and I don't know, just trying to get back into maybe creating and getting some things, doing some productive things. So I have really been enjoying Junk Journal July. It's been a thing to just keep me ticking along while I feel so very stalled on other things. So I thought I would do a page with you guys. I haven't done much with you on video, and I thought that I could do this prompt, which is day 19, which is tag. I found this journal really little and really different to work in. I haven't decided whether I like it or not. The jury's kind of out, to be honest, and I think I need to do some strengthening on this join here. Anyway, so it's tag, so I thought, oh well, I'll get out some, let's use what I've got, because you know I've been trying to use scraps and things, and I did these sort of neutral master board type things, and then I've cut this one into a tag and that one into sort of a tag shape as well, and I thought, oh well, let's work with what we've got here. So this one has just got, is obviously made on some book page, and it needs sort of trimming down, and I'd quite like to just use these. And then I've also got these 49er Market die cuts, which I've had lying around. They're quite delicate, they're on quite heavy, well I guess it's cardstock or something, but they break really easily, and of course, you know, it's all very well keeping these things, but then they get damaged and then they're not really any good to anyone. So my thought is I want to use those. So this will be a pretty quick video. I just want to try and get this prompt done, and I'm going to make 2 tags so we can then decide which one we want to use. I mean, this one's going to obviously be way too tall, but I am using some tall things, so I'm not going to cut it down at this stage. I do need to think about backing it, but I will do the front first. Move this out of the way. And then I've been using these numbers throughout, so these are some old vintage numbers that I've been using. Now, the first thing I wanted to use was this, and I think this one I want to put onto here because it sits quite nicely there. There won't be a lot of room at the top for anything, but that's okay. I can put a small eyelet or hole there, or I could almost, what number, we're 19, I could almost put the number there, couldn't I? Do we want the number on the tag or on the page? Because I think I could do something, I need to put the tag in something. So we're probably going to have to make a pocket. I think I'm going to have to use this one. Anyway, so I just thought simply that, and then I had this butterfly, which I'd already put some stickles on to make it glittery. I'm in a bit of a butterfly buzz at the moment. I haven't used them for ages, and then I think I used one somewhere, and then I'm just putting them on everything, so hey, why not? So let's just glue this down. I'm just going to use some art glitter glue because this is quite, like I said, it's quite heavy and it needs quite a decent amount of glue to get it stuck down. But it'll be really good to use these, and I love the colours. I mean, this sort of tealy greeny blue colours right up my alley. And maybe I should probably stick something else on here as well, and maybe a label underneath it would have been good. So it's too late now because I'm shoving the glue on, just ploughing ahead without really thinking about that. But that's okay, we can always maybe add something. I just would be happy to get it sort of done. I can move it to the left a little bit and put a label down here. So let's do that. So it's not right in the center. There we go. I've got a bit of glue squishing out, but I did need a lot. And we can use a bit of a cloth to just dab up the excess, which will dry clear. But yeah, I love these flowers. They're just really pretty. I guess I could have put a lot more behind it, but I like the collage, and I like the fact that that kind of is at the background. It's very sort of neutral, and then the colour of the flowers. And I know the butterfly kind of blends in, but I like that. I do have some other butterflies I could try, I suppose. But I don't love the pink on here. I've got a smaller one, which again is a similar colour. And I've got this one here, which is lighter, but I kind of like the glitter. I kind of like the glitter. I'm in a glittery mood today, so that's the one I'm going to choose. I'm going to glue it on. I'm not really sure about anything else. I think I'll glue those little antennae down because I think they're the sort of thing that will get bent all out of shape. Okay, the butterfly's going there. And again, I have used a bit much glue. Not very good, but that's okay. As I said, it dries clear, and these are quite thick. They're not paper, so they do need a bit to keep them stuck down. And I kind of want to lift these wee wings up. So do we want something here, like a sort of a label? But I've got lots of these sort of specimen-y labels. Maybe not that one. That must be just too big. We could maybe find something smaller that would work. So something like this. I don't often use something that's round. That's actually, I've obviously printed that out onto sticker paper. So they've got brown notebook. I don't really love those. No. Nope. Not loving those labels. I mean, I love the labels, I just don't like them on there. Or do we want maybe some colour? I've only got blue. I've got some red. There's these little octagonal ones, which are cute. I'm pretty sure, oh, I like this one. I do like this one. Why not? Should we just pop that on? Either tomorrow will come and we'll go, we shouldn't have put the label on, or tomorrow will come and we'll go, we're glad we did. So that's that one. We'll ink around it. And I might even sew around it. I'm just going to look behind me. I've got black thread on there, so that would be okay. I might do that. Like that. I think it's worked out okay. So there's that one. And then this one, I want to use these because these are definitely getting damaged. And as you can see, they're quite tall. And again, I thought I might use this sort of, oh, the bow was going to go around there. That's what that was going to do. I'm going to do that as well. It's a bit broken here. It's obviously already broken, but I'm going to use it anyway. So that's stuck down. I know it goes over the label, but I don't mind that. I didn't want it up too high. Oops, I'm a bit down a bit low, aren't I? Sorry. And yeah, it's a shame that that's broken off, but mind. And then I'm just going to cut these off, obviously. I mean, we probably could put something in there. We could put like a piece in there and you wouldn't, we could see what that looks like. Let's see. See if we can do a mending job. I don't know. Ooh, it's tiny. We might need some tweezers or something. Let's have a look what we think if we pop that there with, oh. Sorry, I keep bringing it towards me. Might actually be okay. I'm going to do it. Why not? It's not for anyone else. It's for in my journal, possibly, probably. Well, it is because this is not perfect, so can't really do anything else with it. There you go. You wouldn't even know unless you look closely. And if I sew over that anyway, that's going to cause even more sort of disguising of that little flaw. Perfectly imperfect is what we say, isn't it? Okay, so let's do this one. I just need to decide whether I'm going to take what I'm going to take off. I think I'll take a little bit off the top here. I don't want to get up and use my cutter, so I'm just going to do it on my mat with my knife. Just try and measure it here and keep it as straight as I can. So I'm probably just going to cut it across like that, the top of that writing. And then I want a little bit at the top, so probably only take the smidgiest bit off the bottom as well. Maybe that much. Hopefully that is going to look kind of straight. Possibly not, but that is okay. Right, let's have a look here. Yeah, and I've got these little spriggy bits, which I don't know if they've come off something else or what, but I thought that I would add those. Where's the other one gone? There. Otherwise they're just going to have to go in the bin because they're going to get so damaged. And you can't really tell. I guess I don't add all that much, but I kind of like they add a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to do that. Right, let me glue down. And I've got a butterfly as well. And then I was just wondering about this butterfly. Just pick up the yellows rather than the blues. So I think I'll just glue this big one on first, and again it will need quite a lot of glue, and so I guess it will swidge out, but otherwise it will just lift up off the tag and get damaged, and I don't really want that to happen. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. One new thing that's happened here that I have done, because I haven't been really doing much, is for those of you who live in New Zealand and you are paper crafters or junk journalers, we now have a new Facebook group called the Junk Journal Collective, and it's basically for New Zealand people living in New Zealand, New Zealanders who do paper crafts, junk journaling, or make junk journals, and it is really to build community, connection, and support one another. That's pretty much what I've designed it for. yeah, so it's called the Junk Journal Collective. I'll link it below if anyone's interested in joining. We'd love to have you. We have 50 members at the moment, and yeah, it will evolve, I think, going forward. I was spending a bit of time researching, you know, how to run an amazing Facebook group, and you know, you can spend a lot of time doing a lot of reading and things, but I thought, oh, I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna dive in. So that's what I've done. So the Junk Journal Collective is what it's called. Yeah, and it's for New Zealanders, because I really wanted something that was specifically for New Zealanders, that was sort of themed around, yeah, getting to know who's there out there, supporting each other in our creativity and our journeys. And yeah, if there's new journalists who want support, or people who just, yeah, want to connect with other people who live nearby. So yeah, that's what it's for. So if you are a Kiwi girl or guy, New Zealander, and you live in New Zealand, we'd love to see you over there. So yeah, so that's what I've sort of been up to, and cleaning my studio and doing Junk Journal July, and not making any journals. I started one, but it just isn't progressing, but that's okay. It will. I just have to be patient and be nice to myself. Okay, I am going to ink around here. It's good to use these things that I've had sort of lying around for a while. I need to put a back on this one. Some cardstock or paper. This one's a bit more lightweight than the other one. This one's quite chunky. And then I need to decide which butterfly I want to use. I am drawn to the blue one, but I think, and I want one of the bigger ones. I actually think I'm going to use this one, although that's not my sort of first choice. The other thing about these little die cut things that I don't love is how they leave these little, almost like little, they're not tabs, but little, you can see the bits of paper where they've been joined into the main sheet. So anyway, but they're easy to trim off. It's not a biggie, but okay. So I'm going to glue this little guy down. I don't really want to cover up those flowers, so I'm going to put them at the top. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them right there. Right there. There we go. Right, now some paper to go on the back. I could, because it's quite light, I could layer it with maybe some brown paper and then something else. So I think I'll try that. So it's just got a little bit of a edge around it. Use my glue stick for that. Oh, that's very lumpy under there with that die cut on there. The glue is very gloopy, isn't it? Oh well, it's not going anywhere, is it? It'll be well stuck. Okay, so I'm just going to take that right to the edge. Only want a tiny bit peeking out from the back. And you could just actually leave it at that. I'm going to try and tear it and see how I go. And that tore quite nicely. I think it might be best to rule it on the tag rather than and then I kind of like these sort of edges sort of rolled up. But Might try and rough them up a little bit with my thing. Just seem a little bit smooth and it's better. So that would be enough just as it is if you want a really lightweight tag that doesn't take up too much room, because of course we've added bulk with these die cuts, but it's actually quite lightweight, like that. And I'm just going to decide which one I'm going to use in my, which one I want to use in my book, and how I'm going to attach it. I think I'm going to have to make a pocket, and we need to find our number because we haven't put our number on, and I have been using these numbers on everything, every prompt so far, so I've just tried to include them, and sometimes I've thought, oh, why did I decide to do that? Because I've made that one quite grungy too, because it's been kind of difficult. So maybe we could wrap that around like that. Or we could put number 19 behind here and we could do a little bit of collage. Let's just pull this all out. I think I need something down here to strengthen this, and I'm going to use, I don't know how well it will work. I think it'll work though. Some of this vintage sort of tape measure. It's not very wide, but I think it'll work. Maybe it won't. It's worth a try. I might keep both numbers. Let's just do it and we'll see how well it goes. Maybe if we drag it over the glue stick, or we use our sticky book page. Getting things straight on this book isn't the easiest because it's not the most straightest construction. There we go. Hopefully if we don't bend that for a little while, it will stay straight. That's kind of lifting up here, so we'll just throw some, and that's very fragile book page, which is why all that washi tape and stuff has been needed to sort of strengthen it. And we've got things lifting up here. I'll try and glue that down, and that's really heavy scrapbooking, Tim Holtz scrapbooking paper, so you've got kind of the two different weights and strengths of paper going on there. So we need to decide, this one's gonna stick up too much, so I don't think I'm gonna use that one. I think it is gonna be this one that goes in there. And so then I'm thinking a little pocket to put it in. And we could just put our number at the top here. Oh, yep, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. There, like that. And I think I want maybe something that a pretty little lace sort of pocket, I think. I haven't done anything like that in this journal yet. So I will go and hunt something and I'll be right back. So this piece of sort of old, I don't know, crocheted tableclothy thing. So I think I'm going to use this. I don't want the pocket to be too deep because I don't want the butterfly to get knocked. I probably want that sticking out, so probably going to go like that. And I'm trying to work out where I think it's going to have to get cut there. I'm not entirely sure how straight this is going to be. I don't think it'll tear. So I'm just going to have to try and cut it as straight as I can. I don't really mind if it's a bit wonky. It doesn't really, it kind of suits the whole wonkiness of my journal. So there we go. And then I'm going to glue that with some Aleene's tacky glue down the side and along here. And I hope that will be enough to hold it in. Let me just see where this bends, because that's another thing I keep getting wrong, is the bending bit. So it's, yeah, it's about there on that side of there. I'm not sure which way around that goes. So we don't want that to cross over onto the bend too much, but so yeah, pretty rough and ready pocket going on there. And then what are we going to do on the top of this tag? Let me go away and stitch it. I think I want to stitch it, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to press down all those holes that the machine has sewn. I've done not the most perfect stitching, but I thought that was in keeping. Okay, I'm going to pop a hole in the top, and I think I'm going to do an eyelet because there's not really much room for anything much else. I think it's about there. Get my crocodile. Put a hole right where I put that and hope that's going to work okay. And grab an eyelet. Whoa. Just something to the neutrally. Pop it in. And I think I just want some string in this, some twine. Kind of doesn't really need a big ribbon or anything, I don't think. Bring the journal back over here. This should be pretty well stuck down. The Aleene's glue is pretty good. I haven't really done anything at the back. I don't think I need to. And there's my tag. The one thing I could do is maybe put a butterfly on here, so do some decorating on here perhaps. But whoops, I'm happy with that. So that was just a really simple, easy page for tag. If you've got some collage tags already made up and you've got some maybe die cuts or fussy cuts that you've had lying around for a while and starting to get damaged, then you know that's a good time to use them and pop them in there. And we've made 2 tags, so this one will go in the sort of to be sorted box. Yeah, so that is day 19 for me for Junk Journal July. And yeah, it was pretty simple, I know, but that's just how I'm rolling at the moment. But yeah, with my little butterfly buzz. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you're all well, and I really hope you're getting some crafting done. I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.